This is a form of power that our world has not yet seen. The ultimate power.
I want you to know I will love you as long as I breathe.
Dune Part 2. So Dune Part 2 is the sequel to the 2021 film Dune. This movie is directed by probably my favorite acting director right now, other than Christopher Nolan, Denis Villeneuve, starring Timothy Chalamet, who's great in almost pretty much everything he's ever been in. It's got Josh Brolin in there, Zendaya, Rebecca Ferguson, Stellan Skarsgård. It's got Austin Butler in there. It's got Florence Pugh. It's got such a great cast. The movie's great on that end. Dune 2 pretty much takes place right where the events of the first Dune left off. And you know, when I saw the first Dune, I was like, that was a really good movie, but I felt like I didn't see the full picture. I saw the full picture now. And guess what? It's amazing. This is movie perfection. I think it's a masterpiece of a film. And I think it's really awesome because, I mean, directing wise, I don't feel like the movie wastes a shot. Like, everything that goes on in this movie is great. The movie has so many different tones in there. At one time, I felt like I was watching Star Wars. At another time, I felt like I was watching Lord of the Rings. Another time, I felt like I was watching Avatar. And then another time in the movie, I felt like I was watching Gladiator. So there are so many different elements to this movie that makes the movie great. The cinematography is great. The scenery is amazing. I saw the movie in IMAX, so that really made like some of the battle stuff really, really cool. And just everything about the movie is just incredible. The action, the fight choreography is great. The story is just on point. Like, everything they do in this film, I just think is so great. And the story of it, I mean, basically you have Timothy Chalamet, who is the Duke of Arteria of the family. He's trying to figure out how to become a Saiyan person. You see the progression of the movie. You see him growing in skill. And that's one thing I love about this movie, is when he's doing these action stuff, I feel like it is earned. We see him training in the first movie. We see him going through these trials and tribulations. And then at the end, you see what he's able to do. I feel like everything is earned in this film. It felt like Star Wars at that point, because, you know, he's learning the ways. He's learning the ways of the Saiyan people. He's learning how to build those skills that he had already trained, and then combine them with what he has now, and then also add in a little mystic voice power. Never hurts anything. I also really like Zendaya in this movie, or Zendaya, however you want to say her name. This is probably my favorite thing I've ever seen her in. And, you know, she was barely in the first one. I mean, she's in it. She's in it a lot, in the flashes, forwards, and stuff. But I really like this. I really like what they did with her character. I like that relationship and how she doesn't really want to fall into the prophecy game that the rest of her people, because she feels like it really enslaves her people. And Rebecca Ferguson, I really liked how she completely changes her character, because she's kind of forced to change her character, which I think was a really cool twist into the story. The villain, played by Austin Butler, was such a great bad guy. And also, it just how he's able to just be menacing and be a threat. And, like, he is just a bad guy. Straight up bad guy. I think he does a terrific job in it. Dune 2 is an example of how you make a movie sequel. This is going to go down as the Empire Strikes Back of the 21st century. This is how you make a movie sequel. It is probably one of my favorite movie sequels, other than like Empire Strikes Back, Return of the King. I go for it. I mean, I'm gonna have to give it a little more time before I can put it in that conversation. But I mean, I'm glad this. I'm sad that this didn't come out last year, because I would have loved seeing this in 2023. But now, good luck 2024. This is probably going to be my favorite movie of the year. It already is my favorite movie of the year. And that's why Dune Part 2 gets an A+. So guys, have you seen Dune 2? And what are your thoughts? Comment below. Let me know. And guys, if you like the video, thumbs up, subscribe to more. Tell your friends about Using Nation. All too easy.